Hey, Pastor Steve Waldron. I hope you're having a great day in Jesus. So glad you've stopped by to be with us. Been going through different English Bible translations. This is one I've heard about, don't know that much about, and I'm getting this off Wikipedia. It's the Helen Barrett Montgomery Centenary translation of the New Testament, and it was done in 1924. So you might say, now, who was Helen Barrett Montgomery? Let's look. She was an American social reformer, educator, and writer. In 1921, she was elected as the first woman president of the Northern Baptist Convention and of any religious denomination in the United States. And I think back, the Seventh-day Adventist had Ellen G. White, so I don't know really how accurate that is, but maybe she never was elected or something. She was educated, B.A. at Wellesley College, isn't that where Hillary Clinton went? And then Brown University, Master of Arts. Brown, I think, has some good stuff on oneness and stuff like that. The library. Montgomery was an activist for women in overseas missions and a successful fundraiser. She raised over $1 million by her national speaking tour in 1910-11, which would be the equivalent of $23.7 million in 2010. 1921, president of the Women's American Baptist Foreign Missionary Society. She gave their Jubilee contributions more than $450,000. In 1924, she was the first woman to publish a translation of the New Testament from the original Greek, living mostly in Rochester, New York. Isn't that where Colgate is? She was influential in national and international progressive movement. I don't think it has anything else about her Bible translation. Yeah, it does have a little bit. Julia E. Smith published her translation privately, paying for it herself. So she was the first one to translate the Bible, because I was wondering about Julia Smith's translation. I think I did a review of that 3 or 4 years ago. Published by Professional Publishing House. Montgomery was inspired to write a new English translation because of her experience teaching street boys in her church, finding they did not understand the dated language of the King James Version. When she used the Weymouth New Testament of 1903, they understood it much better. And so it was the Centenary translation published by the American Baptist Publication Society in celebration of its 100th anniversary. And this version has been reprinted as the New Testament in Modern English with a spine and cover labeled the Montgomery New Testament. Now, I never knew that. I used to sell both the New Testament Modern English and the Montgomery New Testament. I never knew the same thing, and it was this. So hers is the only English translation by a Baptist woman that has been published. Montgomery's translation was notable for her practice of inserting chapter and section titles, as seen in the photo, a pioneering feature now commonly used in Bibles in many languages. This would be like the paragraph subheading, like forgiving and forgiven, fasting before God. It was influenced by a reading of the works of Catherine C. Bushnell, a Methodist missionary. Bushnell's work was rediscovered by theologians in 1975. I wonder if that was any relation to Horace Bushnell. Interesting. Bushnell's influence is seen in Montgomery's translating 1 Corinthians 11:13 through 15 as statements rather than questions. Interesting, because that's on women's hair. We're in the holiness movement, as illustrated below with comparisons. So Montgomery says it is fitting that a woman should pray to God with her head unveiled. NASB, is it proper for a woman to pray to God with her head uncovered? KJV, is it comely that a woman pray unto God uncovered? Yeah, that's kind of twisting that. Not good. All right. In addition, her notes on Romans 16:2, and that would be about the deaconess, and 1 Corinthians 14:34, forbidden for a woman to speak, show her familiarity with Bushnell's arguments. Here's some of her stuff on like fasting. When you fast, do not look downcast like the hypocrites, for they disfigure their faces so that it may be apparent to men that they're fasting. In solemn truth, I tell you that they already have received their reward. But when one of you fasts, let him anoint his head, wash his face. So fascinating. And they're coming out with so many different Bible translations with various perspectives. We just want the faithful. What did God through holy men of old mean? That's the biggest thing. So this is the Helen Barrett Montgomery Centenary Translation, 1924. God bless. We love you. Read the Bible through, and to pray before you read it, and obey when you read it in context, rightly dividing the word of truth. Talk with you later. Hit subscribe, bell notification, put it on social media. Join us daily. See ya. God bless. Bye.